Success takes time. That's today's video topic. You guys are gonna understand. You know what? Don't rush for things. It's gonna happen when it happens. So you can pretty much apply this to anywhere in your life. You gotta learn to be patient and also learn to put in the time and effort. So here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna give you certain examples. You guys take it however you want, perceive it a certain way, because you're not gonna perceive it the same way somebody else will. But here's the thing, guys. You start being patient and start putting in the work, eventually you will start getting results. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears, and you're going to be questioning it here at certain times. You're going to be like, shit, am I doing the certain right thing? Am I making a mistake? Should I continue going forward down this path? And this is something that, I gone through, especially with this channel. I'm like, shit, you know what? Should I continue doing this channel, or should I just give up on it and just accept the fact that, you know what, I'm not going to get to the place where I want to be? But I learned, you know what, you got to push forward past that. That's the most difficult part. So with that being said, I'm going to give you guys the examples. This channel, my fitness, and then also working towards my business. You guys are going to see the steps that I've been working towards to try getting the life that I want. So really good quote right here, guys. I want you guys to really take this home to heart, especially before some of you guys click away on the video, because a lot of people, their attention spans are really going down. It's not good. This is something that's bad. But anyways, guys, here's this quote I want you guys to take away. Make sure it hits home, because it really hit home with me. It made me realize, shit, you know what, this quote is so freaking accurate. So here it is. You can do anything you want in this life, but you can't have everything. So break that down. You can do anything you want. Anything. Think about it. You want to become that millionaire? You can become that millionaire. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the effort. You want to become the best looking person ever? Guess what? You're going to better start hitting the gym. You have to dieting. You want to become like the most social person around you? Well, guess what? You got to start talking to people, start socializing, start interacting. You can do anything, but you can't have everything. So think about it like this. I mean, with me personally, I want a nice car. I want to be freaking good looking. I want to be rich. I want to have the beautiful girl. But here's the reality, which one do I first go after? So think about it. Take the time and effort to be like, okay, you know what? I can literally get anything out of this life. Anything, but you can't have everything. So you're limited on your options. So prioritize the most important to you. So with me, I want to become freaking rich. I want to become wealthy. So I'm like, okay, you know what? What are the certain ways that I can start working towards building up my wealth? So starting a business is one of the ways that I can build up my wealth. Next way is also through YouTube, which I realize the potential with it. If I become really popular or start growing my channel, well, guess what? I can create a brand around it. I will have supporters, all kinds of things. So I'm already thinking 2-3 steps ahead to try getting that goal that I want, which is, financial freedom. I want the money. So you got to come up with whatever it is that you're trying to go after. Think about it. Be like, okay, you know what? I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Well, you can't have all of it. So select just a couple of them. Select the most important, the most beneficial. So with me, in my case, it's going to be the money, because, with the money, it's going to help me out with getting the dream car, the dream house, the dream vacations, all that. But even still, I'm going to be focusing on that business quite a bit. So it's going to be taking a lot of time. So if you guys don't know, I'm currently in the progress of building a business. Right now, it's like, we're waiting on the manufacturer to give us a sample. Once I get that sample, I'll go ahead and place a down payment to pretty much start placing this order, and then, start going with my product. So it's a work in progress, a lot of fear, a lot of, questioning yourself. It's one of those things that, I take the time. I'm like, shit, am I making the right decision? Should I really go through with this? Do I want to? Am I going to make it? All these questions that won't get answered till you actually take action. So guys, realize that it's going to be a work in progress. It's going to take several steps. It's not going to just happen instantly. Again, with my YouTube channel, my first video wasn't the best. It was honestly one of the worst videos that I ever made. It was actually in my room, and I was recording it, and I remembered it. I was like, you know what, just delete that shit and start all over, find a certain topic, find a certain niche, and go from there. So that's what I ended up doing. And you know, majority of my videos are based off of retention. That's not really what I want to do, but I'm doing it for the meantime because I understand the importance of doing stuff that you don't want to do to pretty much, you know, get to where you need to be. So anyways, guys, you're gonna end up having to do a lot of stuff that you don't want to. So like I said with my channel, there's some videos that I don't want to do, but I'm doing it just because, you know, I realize it's gonna help me gain traction, gain followers, subscribers, and just repeating the process. I don't want to be here right now making this video, but I realize the importance of it because, you know, if I keep on creating content, guess what? That's going to possibly lead to more views going to lead to more exposure is going to lead to potential subscribers, and eventually, if I want to go that route, I can go into monetization, which I need 1,000 subscribers. When I first started, guys, guess how many subscribers I had? 0. Right now I'm at 350 some. Eventually that number will build up. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort. And I realize that. I'm like, okay, you know what? It's not going to be easy, but if you really want this bad enough, if you want to become successful, guess what? You're going to have to put in the time of day and just start going after it. And so, you know, I ended up buying another camera. You know, I'm no longer recording off of my phone. So right here, phone's right here, guys. And I actually bought an actual camera that's a little bit better. I'm like, okay, you know what? You buy this camera, you're going to have to take the channel more serious. So I'm putting in the extra steps that are going to force me to go that extra mile. Anyways, another example is going to be with the fitness. You know, success takes time. So with fitness, guys, when I first started working out, this was 4 years ago, you know, skinny as a freaking twig. And I'll be honest with you guys, you know, I personally looked awful. I didn't like the way how my appearance looked. I was like, shit. I was embarrassed. I felt like a twig. And I put in the work, started working out, and see, the thing I want you guys to take home, start realizing is, you know, it's not going to happen instantly. You're not going to go from point A to point B like that. No. You're going to go from point A, and it'll probably take you maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years before you even get close to point B or even halfway towards it. So think about it. This is going to be effort that you're going to need to take the time and just realize, okay, you know what, this may take me 10 years to do. It's not going to happen instantly. So with my gym physique, I'm like, okay, you know what, this is going to take me a while to get to my dream body, my dream goal. But you still have to put in the little steps, which the little steps is, you know, eating right, getting your protein, and hitting the gym. Hitting the gym's the fun part, but the part that I hate is the dieting. It's like, shit, you know what, I have to eat extra meals just so I can put on the weight, and I'm already stuffed at the end of the day, but I still have to eat more. So it's the little things, the little steps that people don't notice behind the scenes. They just see the results. They're like, oh, you know what, must be nice to be you. But they don't realize the struggles, the hardship, the hard work that you put in, the tears, the self-doubt, all these other things, guys. So keep that all in mind. Is you know what, your mind makes it easy. Be like, oh, okay, you know what, let's fantasize about the end outcome. So like with me, it's the end outcome with my gym physique. Oh, you're looking so good, you're like happy with the results, you're like, you freaking built, and you don't realize, you know, what's ahead. Which, you know, what's ahead is pretty much, okay, you know what, you're gonna end up getting injured on some of your gym days because you went too heavy, or you weren't doing proper form, or you have these little setbacks that, you know, the gym is super packed, there's tons and tons of people, and it's like, shit, you know, nobody ever told me about some of these things, which you'll find as you go along your journey. So like I said, you can do anything you want, but you can't have everything. So focus on the most important things on your life and make sure you follow through on them. So I'm going to give you guys a couple tips that will pretty much help you guys succeed and push that extra mile, especially continuing all the way to the end. So first off, guys, write your goals down, or just start thinking about them. If you're lazy and you don't want to write them down, at least think about them. Be like, okay, you know what, I want this, I want that. And with me, like I said, I want the money, I want the dream car, I want the dream house, and I wanted all these other things, the dream vacation. But which one is the most important? So pick the most important ones to you. So with me, it's like, you know, my YouTube channel, making money, and the gym physique. I realize that the car can come later on, and then also the dream girl can come later on as well. As I get these other things, you know, these other ones will be much easier to go after. So select which things you want to go after first. Once you figure that out, be like, okay, you know what, these are my priorities, this is what I want. And next step is to pretty much take the first step. Be like, okay, you know what, if I want to get the dream physique, show up to the gym, get a gym membership, take that first initial step. Once you take that first step, you're like, oh, okay, you know what, I'm not intimidated to go to the gym. You may be out of shape, but at least you showed up there and you got your ass there. You're not like the other person that is there, you know, just watching TV all day or constantly on their phone. You actually took action. So another thing that helped me take action is, you know, cold showers. I talked about this on my previous videos, you know, benefits of taking cold showers. And two major benefits is going to be your discipline and following it through. So following it through is pretty much, think about it like this: you take this cold shower, it's really, really uncomfortable, you don't want to freaking do it, but you realize, you know what, I have to put on all this shampoo, gotta wash my hair, I have to wash off the soap, and you'll have to finish the shower all the way through, and the cold water is just making it so uncomfortable. You're like, shit, I just want to get out. But you realize, you know what, if you get out, guess what, you're gonna still have soap in your hair, you're gonna have soap all over your body, and it's not good. You have to finish it all the way through. And then also the discipline, you're like, okay, you know what, I have to do this. So it helps out with that. That's the reason why I like cold showers. Currently right now I'm not doing cold showers, but that's because I'm following things all the way through. I'm taking action on my business. I contacted the manufacturer. I'm like, okay, hey, what's the status on this, what's going on? Okay, you know what, so I'm constantly going through with this YouTube channel. I'm finally making better videos. So it's one of those things that, you know, you think it, you have to do it. There's things that I don't want to do, but I end up going through them and finishing them through. So that's why I no longer take cold showers. But the cold showers help out with that discipline and following things through. If you guys don't have an issue with either one of those, well then you should obviously be working towards your goals and you shouldn't have no issues. But I'm pretty sure you guys have some sort of issue, or you're lacking that motivation or whatever it is. So just take that first step, and then once you take that first step, be like, okay, you know what, I have to finish it. I have to go all the way through and come out done, completed. And once you do that enough times across small little areas of your life, it's going to start just compounding. You'll be like, okay, you know what, I need to go do this. You're going to do it, complete it, and then you're like, okay, you know what, I need to go do this. It's going to be even a harder task. You're going to go through, do it, complete it, and just finish with it. So another thing you guys probably don't know with me, that so I ended up getting a tattoo, started removing it, and once I started removing it, I was like, shit, now I have to cover it up or completely remove it. I can't just leave it half done. Imagine this, guys. Getting it removed is painful. It's stupid that I didn't think it through. I will admit that. You know, you'll make plenty of mistakes along your journey, but that's part of the process. You're bound to make mistakes, and that's okay. You have to accept them and move on. Anyways, so started removing my tattoo, and I was like, okay, you know what, you have to, because the whole point of me removing my tattoo was to pretty much so I can put a sleeve. I was like, okay, now that you started removing it, now you have to finish all these other sessions, and then on top of that you have to get re-inked. And imagine this, guys, it's all physical pain, it's painful, it's discomfort, and it's like, shit, why the hell did I even want to do this? And there's times that I was questioning it, but I was like, you know what, you have to finish it, you have to continue going through it. And you know what, I'm almost done with my sleeve, it's getting there. I'm like, shit, okay, I can finally see the finish line. And when you start seeing the finish line, you're like, okay, you know what, I can just push a little bit more and then I'll eventually cross it and it'll be done and over with, and you'll hit that mission and you'll be completed with it. So all these goals that I have, I'm realizing, you know what, okay, I'm gonna get closer and closer towards them. Eventually I'm gonna achieve them, and if I don't achieve them, well shit, at least I'll be proud that I actually pursued it and I actually went after it if I don't achieve it. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go out there and just get it done and get the dreams that I want. So when I get them done and achieve them, and I'm like, hell yeah, bro, well, there's gonna be other goals that I'm gonna go after next. So once you guys complete something, have another task in mind. Anyways, guys, I don't want to talk too much, take too much of your guys' time. If you stayed here all the way to the end, don't forget to drop me that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and check out some other videos, but I'll catch you guys in the next video.